A couple days ago, we got to go to the Petersen Automotive Museum in LA, and we went specifically because they had the Cybertruck on display to view. And from the moment you walk in the door, it's right there on display before you even get your ticket. And it's just awesome to see this thing and feel it and just experience the presence that this crazy truck has. I'm going to dive into kind of my impressions of it, what I thought of it, its size and everything like that, and took a bunch of detailed photos too, so we'll kind of dive into some of the details of things that I was able to see and recognize from being so close to this thing. So when you first see this thing, it is super striking just because it's so unusual and different. It sort of fits in, being in a museum, but it's going to be weird at first, I think, to see this thing on the road just moving around like a normal vehicle. But it just is super striking the second you see it, and the size really does hit you, and the proportions where it feels like a massive truck, but once you kind of take a second and really look at it, the footprint and height is not anything bigger or taller than a normal pickup truck, really, than an F-150. Aside from the size, the first thing you really notice on this thing is the body, the stainless steel body. And it's definitely rugged looking. It is pretty striking, super different. I mean, it definitely has imperfections in the stainless steel body. I'm not sure if it's just because this is a prototype or what the deal really is, or if this is just a consequence of the manufacturing of it. But it looked like there were almost swirl marks in the hood of the car and on different places. Maybe some sort of kind of scratches or something, but I thought this thing wasn't supposed to be scratched, so not really sure what that's about. It did kind of have inconsistent levels of shininess, where one panel looks shinier than the panel right next to it almost, and not sure again if this was because of the lighting in here, or just the different angles, or what the deal is, but it's kind of weird to see that. And it did also show fingerprints, so that's nothing new to a car, but just so you know, this thing does still show fingerprints even though it's stainless steel and not painted. And there was also a lot of body panel gaps and inconsistencies. We could just probably attribute that to the fact that this is a prototype still, and hopefully we'll see those kind of go away as production gets started and there's more and more of these being made, but as of now, it definitely does still look like a prototype, and it's not the best high quality fit and finish. Unfortunately, I couldn't really see inside of the Cybertruck at all, but there's other videos for that, and people have sat inside of it before. But it was really fun to stand by the driver's side door and open that door and imagine stepping in and driving off in this thing. The tow hitch. So I got a close-up look at the tow hitch, and it's there. It looks standard, but on the side there's a handle. I'm not really sure what it's for. There's a sticker that says driving position, so maybe it's some sort of quick release or something like that. So if you know what that's about, let me know in the comments. I also could not see a wiring harness or any sort of trailer type of lighting or electrical plug. So I'm assuming that'll come, but that wasn't on there as far as I could see yet. And there was also a sticker on the other side of the tow hitch, but I didn't even notice it when I was there, so I didn't get a clear in-focus shot of it. So if anyone has a shot of this or knows what this says, can you also let me know in the comments too? The wheels and tires. So they look awesome. I thought in person that they might look kind of like a cheap plastic hubcap type of thing. I was kind of worried about that, but they look durable. They look high quality in person. They look really good. They're also massive. They're huge, especially for a electric vehicle, but it's understandable on a truck like this. But this is also, there's no way that this is going to be the tires that come stock on the Cybertruck, because if you look closely on the tire, it even says not for highway use. So this is just not going to be the wheel that it comes with, I'm guessing, unless they're able to change something on this to make it for highway use. But it looks cool. The bed cover looked awesome. It looks super high quality, super durable, looked like you can stand on it just like Elon did. And then there was a really good fit and finish on the bed cover, which I thought was impressive. There was no sagging of it, and it looked really secure as well. I got a chance to look at the buttons on the side rails of the truck, and from what I can tell, it looks like there's an up button and a down button, which I assume operate the retractable bed cover, but then there's another triangular button here, which I'm guessing, using from the footage of the unveiling, that this is how you would unlock the tailgate to lower that. That's just what I'm assuming. If anybody knows for sure, let me know in the comments. The cameras. So I found 5 cameras around the Cybertruck that were all pretty well hidden. There's the ones on the fender, which are the ones that most people have seen, on the front fender on the left and right side. There's also one on the front that's not behind the rearview mirror like they normally are in Teslas, but instead is up front on the very bottom, even underneath the front bumper. And then there are 2 in the back on each side of the license plate in the rear. Those are the only cameras that I could find. There may be more, so let me know in the comments if I missed any. Another interesting thing that I was looking for but couldn't really find were the sail pillar storage. There's the photo that shows that these open up in their storage here, but I could not see any seams or hinges or handles or buttons or any ways to open these up. So I'm not sure if this prototype just didn't have them operational or what the deal was, or they're really well integrated and hidden, but I just could not see how those things would open up. It was a little difficult to see underneath this thing, but I tried to get as low as I could, and it looks flat and smooth and durable and rugged. So looks like there's no components to get hooked on anything if you're trying to off-road with this thing, but just from the looks of it, it's super duper clean and flat underneath. So to summarize, overall, it was awesome to see this truck. It really got me excited about my pre-order. I really cannot wait to have this thing. It's just crazy to envision myself opening that door, getting into this thing, and driving it in our world today, unlike normal streets. It's just so out of this world, so being able to actually know that this thing is going to come out in a couple years and drive it is crazy. So I was sold on Tesla before and the Cybertruck, just the practicality. The looks are a little weird. I was kind of like everybody, where it took a bit of time for the design to grow on me, and it's still pretty weird in my opinion, but it's not just weird for weird's sake. Everything is very practical on this thing and it makes sense, and I like that it's different. It's not like every other truck, so I'm okay to accept that it's a little weird looking just to be different, you know? And because there's a reason for it to be different. So even with the few issues and things that make this look like a prototype and it's not quite there yet, I'm still pretty damn excited to get my Cybertruck and really glad I got to go to the Petersen Museum and see it. And now back to me on the couch. Hey, thanks for watching this video. This is my dog, Murphy, and these are dog treats. Now I'll give Murphy one of these dog treats, and all you have to do is press the like button. Just press that little like button right down there at the bottom of this video, and this sweet, adorable, cute little puppy gets a treat. All thanks to you. Alright, you did it? Okay, I believe you if you said you did it. There you go, Murph. She got that treat because of you. Now, I'll eat one of these treats, and all you have to do is click that subscribe button right there, pointing to it. Just click that subscribe button, subscribe to Curiosityness with me, Travis DeRose. Get lots of good video, and I'll eat this treat. All right, you did that too? That's not very good. Bro, not very good.